So it is Tuesday now, and we got an offer. Technically, we got the offer on Sunday, but we had some language we wanted to update as far as the date and stuff because we got our tickets overseas towards the end of the year, and we didn't want to be between houses longer than we needed to be. So fortunately, they actually agreed to a later closing date, but we're gonna have to go through the financials and home inspection. So this is awesome news. I'm actually in the middle of reviewing the contract. I'm going to sign it, put my initials on, and the inspection is supposed to be tomorrow. So I'm crossing my fingers that everything turns out good. I will update as far as how the inspection went, but I mean, this is like the best news that I could think of. I cannot believe this is happening this fast. I mean, this is insane. We put the house on the market midday Friday, and Sunday we had an offer. I mean, this is freaking insane. I can't believe how fast this is going. So, going through the inspection and everything, if that all is straightforward, then they'll have their financials done by next month, and then we get through the hurdle of making sure that the financing is all said and done with, and then after that it should be smooth sailing until closing day, which is September 30th is what we're trying to go for closing day, just so we got time in our house before we have to head up out of here. But this is freaking crazy. I mean, 3 days. It's not even 3 full days either. It was midday Friday. So, and then a couple of the neighbors had come by and they were like, "Oh, hey, I see that your house is on the market." And, my next door neighbor was like, "Your house is going to sell fast." He's like, "It's not going to be long." And then we got cameras in the front and the back of the house. So some of the people that we heard, like their comments, when we reviewed, the cameras later when we came back home, some of their comments were like, this was the realtor comment saying like, this one won't last long. And then, a couple other good comments. So it's all good feedback that we've heard. So we're super excited because this is way faster. My husband is ready. He's tired of living like a ghost in his own house. He wants to sit down and eat like a normal person. We have to eat like, you can see how we have we have a huge tablecloth that usually covers the whole table, but it's a heavy tablecloth, so it's like heavy duty. So it's kind of a hassle to put it on the whole table. So we've got it halfway. So we're like halfway putting it on the table, so we don't have to keep putting it all the way on and off. It's just goofy things like that it's not too time consuming, but it's kind of annoying because the same thing with our bathroom stuff. We got to take it in and out. There's my bathroom stuff here. I have it in this shelf, and my husband's he's got to take his out every single time. Got to look like no one lives here, even though they know we live here. We have one more showing today. But I think after today, it's probably going to dry up since I'm going to sign the contract, and it'll be contingent, and people don't really want to see a house that's contingent. So I'm hoping today's the last day. We got to, live like this, where we're, trying to keep ourselves from looking like pigs. Not that our house was like messy or anything. It's just the little things that you got to do. Fluff up pillows and make sure, all your linens and stuff are lined up looking nice, stuff like that. But after the inspection tomorrow, I don't know how long those usually take. If anybody is aware of how long those usually take as far as like to get back to you, like what's a good sign it went well? Is that like same day? Or what's the bad sign it didn't go well? Like, same day? Is that bad too? So I don't know. I mean, I bought this house and I really don't remember because I was on the other side of the fence. I was the one buying it. So if it took any time, I didn't really notice how long it took because we're the ones who hired the inspector. So in my view, like, I had the list of all the stuff that he found, but in my view, I knew I was buying it regardless because it was a good time to buy and everything. So let me know. Does anybody know how long that usually takes, and what are the signs that it's pretty good and the signs that it's not? I'm just anxious. I just want to know. I want to know already, are these people here for good or are they about to bounce? I just want to know because I mean, there's nothing that I'm aware of that's wrong with the property. I mean, we fixed everything that needed to be fixed. If there's like cosmetic stuff they don't like, maybe the color of a room or something like I'm not doing anything with that. But stuff like the hot water heater is brand new. The roof is new. We did that in 2022. We redid the roof. Hot water heater, one year when we went to Thailand, we came back and it was water everywhere. So we had to replace that thing. We got the new flooring. This is that life-proof flooring from Home Depot, like scratch proof, dent proof, water resistant type engineered hardwood. So we made some good improvements. Stainless steel sink, new light fixture in the dining room here. So there's a lot of stuff that we did. The whole home water filtration system. I'm trying to sell you a house now. I'm just basically saying, there's nothing that I can see that and this person is just texting and driving like nothing. Man. There's nothing that I could see that I know of that would cause an issue. I'm just anxiety, basically. Just want it to be done. I want the thumbs up already. So I will keep you updated when we get word back from the inspection. See ya. All right, update. So we got word back about our inspection. There were 3 things that were on the report. One of the things that we fixed right away, and the 2 other things that we declined on doing anything about because those weren't items that needed to be fixed. It was kind of like a recommendation type of deal. And it had no issues whatsoever. Like one of them was like the AC not cooling properly. And then we had a technician come out and he said, yeah, it's on the low range, but it's within the normal running, amount, like what it's supposed to run at. It's just on the low end of the recommended amount. So our contingency date is coming up. We actually had them respond back asking if they could have some more time. So now it's August 25th for the contingency date. But the lender had already said that they didn't see that there was going to be any issues with it. They already have all their paperwork turned in. It's just something they're waiting on from their funds for their, I think it's from like their 401k or something like that. It just takes, 5 to 7 business days for them to cut the check, for them to send it to the lender. So it's nothing to be concerned about. It's just, it takes time for the institution to release those funds, is what my attorney told me. So I'm not too concerned about it. So it really looks like it's the real deal. I updated our tickets from round trip to one way to Bangkok. And moved up the date. So instead of it being the middle of November, it's actually going to be the middle of October, since our closing date is going to be September 30th. So it is full steam ahead. Like we're doing this. And in the meantime, we're still trying to sell like crazy to get rid of all of our stuff. Next coming up video, I'm going to do a video on how the whole selling process is working. And things that I wish I knew before I started. selling stuff. So stay tuned for that. But this is great news. I mean, everything that you could potentially want to happen as far as a smooth sailing sale is what's been happening, and I'm super grateful. My husband's super grateful. We're excited. We're ready to roll. Now we can focus on getting rid of everything and not wondering like, well, do we sell this or do we still keep it? Because what if the buyers back out, or the financing falls through, which obviously stuff could happen and incidents do occur, but so far so good. Like, they're like, everybody's like very communicative. They're letting us know what's going on, and they're not keeping us in the dark, and that's something that is very reassuring, especially when you're in a time crunch. So just wanted to give everybody a heads up on how it's going, and once we get this place emptied, getting out of here and hitting the plane. I will keep everybody updated, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.